Hi, Hemsla. Welcome to the stream. Sorry it's a bit late today. The stream decided to do an update on me right at the last second. So as you can see, we're going to be doing this dragon today. How you doing, Bella? But it's not quite this dragon as such. This is just the reference. Now what we're going to be doing is a sort of stylized version of that dragon. And you know I like it cute and stuff. So I'll just show you. So starting the sketch off, I do something called the construction lines, which is really rough. I then fill out those with the sort of more of a sketch. Still very rough. I then add more of a sketch. And I did this and I was like, they need wings as well because dragons have wings. So instead of dragon wings, I added butterfly wings with little hearts in. And I made his eyes sad and stuff. It's like trying to make it really cute. Big head. Big eyes. And then I ended up doing the shading like so. Just sort of like temporary where it's gonna be shading. So anyway, we're gonna vector this cute little guy. Let me know if you can hear me okay and stuff. Yeah, I'm glad you like it though. I tried to make it as cute as possible. Like I said, that's the kind of style I like to go for. Like big head, big eyes. And sat in that position like a chunky. And then I was like, dragon wings are a bit aggressive, so butterfly wings. I know you love dragons, Villa. That's what made me think of it. So, let's get on with this. The first thing we're gonna do is go to pen tool. Actually, first thing, we're gonna select the sketch layer and drop it down to about 20% opacity. Now we're gonna get the pen tool. And we're gonna just roughly do out the nose to make a circle like so. We're gonna drag and select all of those and turn it smarter. Now, that's probably not the right size. We're gonna have about 5. That's better. And then just dragging the nose to make it make sense. Just dragging them around, and this mouth is gonna be a little bit. Yeah, like that. And the eye is gonna go back in a little bit like so. And the forehead's gonna stick out a little bit. Now, I haven't quite done the snout, so let's get that in there now. Go to pen tool again. Make sure that we're not on that layer as such. And then we're just gonna pen tool in around the snout like so. Go into node tool and making them all smooth. And I'm gonna go into the pressure of the pen and put an extra node in the middle and drop down each side to make the edges go pointy. Now I'm just going to tidy up the nose. Like so. This is going to double the mouth, so have it a little bit bigger. Now the other thing I want to do is selecting both of these. We're going to choose the colour of the dragon now, so we're going to select off of our reference. I know it's like multiple colours, but we'll just pick one of them that we like. Say that one. And that is going to be the colour of our dragon now. So making sure the snout is above the head, but making sure the sketch is above all the layers, so we can still see the sketch underneath. That's looking pretty good so far. I'm just wondering whether I've got to tidy up some of these nodes a little bit, like this mouth. And the eyes in a little bit, like so. I think that'll do. Oh, do we want the snout out a little bit? Go to mute tool, just pull it out a little bit. Tiniest little bit, that'll do. Okay, let's do the horns now. So go into pen tool. And we can leave the pressure how it is because that's where we're going to want it in the end. So now we're just going to push in the nose like so. Like that. Actually, we're going to want them joined up. So going back to that pressure and just making it reset. And we'll leave that done now. Going into new tool, selecting them all, making them smooth, and then just moving them to position. No, we just want it to be pretty cute. So, like that. Now his horns, we're gonna use the eyedropper again and just choose this grey that's up here on his horn. Like that. And then select, making sure the horn selected, duplicate it using the move tool now. Move the other horn, the duplicate one, and just angle it slightly so that we can see there's two horns there. Okay, looking good. Into pen tool, we're going to do this little horn that's on the side. As you can see from the reference, there's like horns on the side. So just doing the nose now to get this one in. Going back into that pressure and doing the same again, so both edges are... Oh, actually, no. I'm going to reset that and just have it join up, actually. Going into node tool, selecting them all, and going into make them smooth. And then just moving the nose to make it make sense. And have it like curled round into the head. See? Like on the reference. Now it is the same colour as that horn, so we'll go into colours. We've already got it selected there, so we'll just do that again. I'm glad you like get done too. Now, just to save your time or be lazy or something, we're going to duplicate that horn and go into move tool, turn it right round on its head and have it as the nose horn as well. Just moving that into position like so. Yeah, like so. Going into the pen tool and just making his little nostril and going into that pressure and pushing it down so it's pointing at one end. And then going into node tool and angling it slightly, like so. Now when you zoom out, yeah, that's nice. I'm gonna do the eyes next. Going into pen tool, we're gonna, I was trying not to do that, so let's just push the X so we're totally not on any other layer. And just pen in the eyes. Now we're gonna have to reset that pressure again. Like so. Go into neutral now. Select them all. Make it smart again or smooth again. And now we just gotta adjust the nodes to make it look like we want it to look. Adding extra ones. We need to. Just there and there. Maybe one there as well. So what we want is for it to come into the middle over the side and then angle across like that, because we want it to look sad. Because everyone doesn't like this dragon because he's gonna end up like this one. It's really sad. With that still selected, go into the ellipse tool and just make a circle. Turn on off the color fill and making sure it's inside the eyelid layer. We're gonna go to move tool and just make sure it lines up with our eye now, like so. Like that. Now we're going to duplicate that and we're going to make the iris. So just making those go down lower, like so. Now colour wise, this one's not going to have a stroke, but it's going to have the same colour as the stroke as the fill, like so. Now the eye itself, we're going to have the gradient tool and we're going to make sure it's on linear. The top one's going to be like a blue and the bottom one's going to be a green, like that. And then the actual eyes itself, we're going to go into gradient tool again. This time we're going to select elliptical and the middle one's going to stay white and the end one's going to be grey, which I think it already is. And just adjust the slider like so. Now, being ultra lazy again, we're going to select that entire eye and duplicate it. Select move tool now. We're gonna move it across and then go into the transform panel and flip it. Now going back to our node tool, we're gonna make it make sense with this eyes pattern. Just in the nodes, like so. Making sure again it comes in at the top and out at the bottom, give them that sad look. The eye itself needs to be a tiny bit bigger. To make it easier on yourself, you can just put that iris inside that one, and then when we move the eye itself with the move tool, it will both get bigger, like so. And just doing the same on the other one. Now go into ellipse tool again and we're going to make tiny little ellipses onto like half of the eye and half of the iris, gonna make that fill tool weight, making sure it's above the eye. On the wrong one, above the eye, like so. Like that. Duplicate it. And then just bring it, no, from move tool, bring it down to just the other side, like so. And then you got that. Now selecting both of them, we're going to make them into a group, but duplicate it. And then just bring it to the other eye. Might need to go into move tool again actually, and just make them a little bit smaller to make it make sense with that eye over there. Can you see he looks pretty upset now? That is what we're going for, because it's just cute. Now going into the pen tool, in fact if we just close up all these layers, because there's the head done. So selecting everything we done, and then grouping it. Sorry, I had to cough. And now we're gonna go and do the body. So we're just node pulling around the body like so. Just like that. Make sure that we select them all and make it smooth. Now just adjusting the nodes to make it make sense. Now it is gonna come in slightly at the back and out slightly at the front. He's a chubby little fella. And selecting black the outline again. And then yeah, the head color, and make it fill the body, and drop it below the head, like so. Now everything's below the sketch layer, so you can still see what you're doing. With me so far? I know I'm going quick, I'm sorry. It's just how I do things. I'll let you catch up if you're coming along with me. So which bit next? We'll do the main body, like the, can you see on the reference he's got like a white middle bit, so we're gonna make the white middle bit down here, and we're gonna use pen tool again, and we're gonna just pen tool in all the nodes on this bit like so, selecting node tool and making sure that all of them are smooth, and we're going to drag that inside the body so it clips on the inside like so. Now I think I've drawn this slightly wrong on the sketch, so what I'm going to do is grab this node and just make it slightly out this way, and then just adjusting all the other nodes. And again, this one is slightly in on this way, because I think I'm a little bit over to the right for the position he's in. You're not as fast as I am. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'll try and slow it down. Now, his middle bit of his body, we're gonna go back into the reference and eyedropper tool somewhere around this white, it's not quite white because I got off white, and then make it the same. And now we're gonna draw in the scales, so we're gonna go to pen tool, and then we're just gonna put 2 lines on the scales like so, and then go up to the brusher, do our little trick where we put a node in the middle and then down each side, and then go to the node tool and make it, which way does it curve? Looking at the reference, we're gonna have it curved so the middle bit's down and top is up. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna duplicate that and push it down. In fact, I think it's still off a little bit, and then push it over this way a little bit on both of these, and duplicating again. Now as we get down the body, this is actually going to get narrower, so we're just going to slightly go in like so, and duplicate that again. Now the clever thing about Affinity is that it will do that adjustment for us on the what they call power duplicating, so it'll take into consideration that we shrunk it that a little bit and the exact position. So if we just carried on duplicating this now, it'll do our job for us, like so, all the way down. Now, it's not quite as straight as what it is now, so we're going to select them and move them slightly. The move tool is going to come out slightly, just selecting each one and just moving them slightly, and then back in towards the bottom like that. Yeah, I think that's about right because of the way you sat. Which bit next? The tail? Or I shaved something really cool on the tail. So let's draw in the tail with the pen tool. Now it's roughly going to be about here. And draw in all the rest of the tail. Like so. And join it up. Go into that pressure tool again. Reset it. And making sure it's above the body. Select a new tool, select them all, apart from the end one. And make them smooth, like so. And then just adjust those as you need to, like so. Just making it look a bit more rounder. Like this. And then make another node here and just have it around just like that. Now can you see we have a problem because we want it to be above the front bit of the body, but we want it to be behind the back bit of the body. What we're going to do is make it the same color as what we have been, and then we're going to go into the pixel persona and into the eraser tool, making sure the tail is selected, and watch the magic now. As you swipe the eraser across, making it a little bigger, it'll actually rub out that part of the tail. It's like really cool. Just rubbing out that tail. And then we're gonna have to go into about 5. And this is the only bit we're gonna have to get really careful. And we gotta try and make it line up with these. That's so cool, thanks fella. When I seen it the first time, I was like, wow, I'm gonna use that. I'm just drawing in, for a reason, whatever you want, the black line. Now when we zoom out, it is behind and in front. That is super cool. Now, what we're going to do next is change it back to the vector persona, go into the pen tool, and we're going to do his little feet. So just pen in those nodes in, like so. I'm gonna have to adjust the setting. So going into our new tool, making sure they're all smooth. Yeah, we're gonna have to really adjust this foot, I think. Looking at it does look slightly off. And then just tighten up with the nose. I'm moving all these nodes now to make it make sense as a foot. Like so. Now grabbing the ellipse, we're gonna make a little circle here. And we're gonna make that the same colour as what we have been doing, which is, now that foot itself, we're gonna make it the same colour but make it slightly darker than the rest, just to define the difference between the two. I'm gonna go to the move tool now, and something that I didn't do on the sketch, we're gonna put one finger on the screen, and can you see it like jumps to each bit now? So what we want to do is just do one notch like that. We want that to move with that, so we're gonna put that circle inside. Now we'll move it, I'll move both. Can you see it doesn't line up with the sketch? It is slightly different. Now we're gonna duplicate that foot and drag it over the other side, making sure it's under the tail this time. And we're gonna do that notch trick again and do it the other way. Actually, no, we're not. We're gonna go into the transform panel and flip it around, and now we can do it. So we start from about the top, put one finger on the screen, and if it selects it, and just one notch this way, and then just adjust it to make it make sense, like so, like that. We're still not done with these tools yet. We're gonna go into the pen tool. Now, with the original foot, we are gonna come down to about here, put in the new tools like so, go down to the foot, and then join it up with the body. Going into new tool now, making sure they're all selected and making them smooth, apart from these two end ones actually. So we'll make that sharp and make that sharp. We're gonna go into the pressure, and we're just gonna make the front end thinner than the rest, like so. And we're gonna carry on. We're gonna probably have to zoom right in on this, selecting the end node, and then just making sure it goes like so we can line up like so. Now these bits, we're gonna have one curling in like so, and then one curling out like so. Now make sure that is right on the edge, like that. We want it underneath the toe so we can't see it, like so. Making sure that you can't see it at all, like that. This bit of the foot now is gonna be the same as the original body, so we're gonna make it go red like that. And going into new tool, adjusting it slightly so it's not so bad. And then what we can do is select that again, duplicate it, and put it on the other foot this time. So make sure it's below the other foot, and then drag it over. And line it up with this foot. What I do? I think I tried putting it, it went. Okay. Now line it up. Like so. And then just make this join up with the other lines. Just disappear altogether. Like that. Making sure it's under the foot so you can't see it. There we go. Now I don't like the look of that other foot. I thought it would be different to that, so I'm just gonna make it the same colour as our body, which is this kind of off-whitish. That's a bit better. Yeah, I thought it would look different to that. Okay. So, we're getting there. Now the hands. Going into the pen tool. You laughing at me, Dawn? Yeah, it's all about experimenting. Unless the advantage of vector, you can just change it. So, doing these hands, we can use the pen tool again. And just node them around, like so. Like that. Going into our pressure, making sure we do that little trick again, where it's in the middle, and then down on each side, like so. Going into the node tool itself, select them all, and go into Smart. Now, making it the same colour as the rest of the body. They look a bit sharp to me, so what I'm going to do is just move them a little bit. Now, making the inner like bits sharp, like so. And then go off the hand so it doesn't select anything. And then go into the pen tool again. And just draw in the fingers like so. We're gonna have to go into the pressure, reset it, and just drag down the right hand side towards the point. Go into the node tool. Making, I don't know which way it's meant to go, is it this way? I'm just thinking of my fingers, I think it's the other way. I think it is. And then just make it so you can't see it. And then duplicate this. Go into Move tool, put it on the other finger. Like so. Like that. Now that's one complete hand. And what we can do is select that entire hand, duplicate it, then move it to the other side, like so. And go into transform and flip, and there we go. Now he's got two hands. Our cute little dragon. I don't like how straight those bottom pieces are, so I'm gonna select the main hand zombie, go into our node tool, just change it a little bit. Like so. I think that's how it's meant to be. Yeah, like that. It looked off. Oh, you like how you get the eyes? Yeah, nice. I like how they look really sad. That's what we were going for. Now, on this particular dragon, there's no, like, I don't know what they're called, but they're like sort of like extra scales that stick out the back, but I've seen it on other dragons, and I think it's cuter, so I'm going to put those in on this dragon. So using the pen tool, I'm just going to go out on this one and reset that pressure because it looks terrible, like so. Now go into node tool and make it so it's smooth, just the end one, like so. Now these are going to be the same colour as the horns, so I'm just going to select the horn colour, like so. Making sure it's underneath the head. Oh, it is. You just leave where it is. Actually, I'm going to put it right under the body as well, because we're going to need that under there. Duplicate these now, and just keep going down the back. And duplicate again, like so. And again, it's an ongoing process all the way down his back and his tail. I think it personally looks better. I know it's not on this like reference dragon, but I think it looks good. I don't know what your view is. I'm just gonna keep duplicating these now and just keep going down the back. And again. Zoom in to get it right. Now with the tail ones, we're going to have them sticking off the tail. So what we're going to do is we'll duplicate it again, but we'll put it above the tail. And then just have them, we'll shrink it down to smaller. Like so. Go into the node tool now. Make an extra node, make it smooth. Just have it slightly bent, and can you see I'm just having it outside the tail? So it's like sticking out slightly of the tail. Duplicating it again. And just make it go all the way down that tail, like so. And duplicate again. And I'm just gonna make it smaller as we go. Then just making it smaller now. Duplicate it again. It will automatically go smaller because we're on power duplicate. And duplicate it again to do the last one. Now this one's going to be really tiny. Like so. So that's him without wings. So let's do the wings now. In fact, we'll close up all these layers because we're done with that bit now. Like so. And group them all. Now, with the wings, we're going to go into pen tool. And we're going to make little butterfly wings for him, so we'll just go around the shapes of the sketch, like so. I might have to zoom in. Yeah, it's just going round. Now, butterfly wings have a little, I don't know what you would call it, but there's the little bit at the bottom of the wing, and it sticks out. So making sure we get that piece. We can close off, it don't matter, we're going to have it underneath the body. Like that, so you can't see that bit. Now, what we're going to do to make it easy on ourselves is select the whole thing and make it smart, but there's going to be certain ones, like this corner one, that's going to be sharp. I think this corner one's going to be sharp. And now just adjusting needs. Like this. I'll have to zoom in. My eyes are getting terrible. Never be afraid to zoom in though. As long as you zoom out and it looks good. Now with this little bomb base, we're gonna have it so it's like re-round. Like so and like so. Yeah. And I think that's one wing done. Now you're making that the same colour as what we've always had the body. Actually we'll have it the darker red. Like that. Now going into the shape tool we can choose heart. Like this. And make the heart shape just as easy as dragging it out like that. And make it the lighter colour red. Now just move it into position like this. And just use pen tool to do the other one. Just going around it now. Go into node tool, make them all smooth. Make it that same bright colour red. That's the body. And there's the wing done. We can just group that wing together now. I'm going to duplicate it. And just move it to the other side and flip it again. Using the transform panel to flip. And just put it where it makes sense. Not following the sketch exactly now. Like so. Yeah, that's about right, I think. And there's our little dragon. Now, I would go into shading it and stuff, but I don't think we're gonna have time. So I think I'm gonna save that for the next time if we've got time. So from this big nasty dragon to our cute little baby dragon. Stylized, obviously. I'm just gonna select all these layers and group it. We can get rid of the sketch now. And then move it up slightly, like so we can see it a bit better. Yeah, from that to this. Just need to make it purple. Yeah, I think we're gonna shade it next week. Because we only got a quarter of an hour or something. And I don't think that's enough time to shade the whole thing. But, do you like? And is there any questions that anyone's got that we could just quickly do? Because I've got nothing anymore. Yeah, purple. I knew you were going to see that, but I was trying to do it the same as the reference dragon. But yeah, we could make it purple. I love how sad he looks. Exactly how I pictured it. In fact, I just noticed that the horn on his nose was not quite right. So I'm going to change that by just moving it slightly. Like so. It's got to come out a bit more. Hard to tell when you're zoomed in. I think that's it. Hi Darren. I'm glad to see you here. That's my cousin, by the way. He almost needs a tier. Yeah, he does actually. Just put that in. So we'll go back into the shape tool. And we'll go on to tier. And it would actually be coming out of his eye here. Just there. And we'll make it a blue colour. Like so. That was a good idea, Bella. I keep clicking on that top dragon. Didn't mean to. So there we go. Our sad little baby dragon. That no one likes because he's gonna turn into that big nasty dragon eventually. Or everyone thinks he will. So he's a bit late to put about it. But yeah, if anyone wants to know any other little tricks and stuff, let me know. Cause I still feel pretty good, but I haven't got anything else to show. Unless you want to call it there, I don't know.
Are we doing it at the same time?
Yeah. I leave it totally up to you. Oh, tears because he can't fly yet. Not with his butterfly wings. Which look like they're melting. They do though, don't they? You always forget the questions. Sometimes you don't know, like that tail, erasing the tail to get it one side of a shape than the other. You might not have known that to ask that because you might have known that trick. And there's lots of little things like that. I'm just trying to think of another one that we can do like that. You've always struggled with it too. Good. I will try and show you again so we can really get it. So go into shape tool and just choose, I don't know, a rectangle or something. And we'll just put it up here. And then choose something that goes through it. We'll just do another rectangle like so. And we'll make it red, so that we know they're different. Now we want it above and like behind. So making sure that red piece is selected, we'll go into pixel persona, go into eraser, and then just start erasing. And I'm going to select the size right here, which I never do. And then just start erasing what you don't want of it. And it will end up, actually I think I went too far. It's pretty hard to get used to where it goes. Like so. And then we'll select the size, which is, I don't know, so go to 1. Zoom it right in. And we'll erase this. Actually, we're gonna have it on about 5, I think. It'll take forever otherwise. And yeah, just erase the bit that you don't want. Like so. Like that. And what it'll do, it'll look like it's in front and behind, which is awesome. You need that on things like, I know, say Saturn and its rings. So you can have the front bit of the ring round the front and the back bit round the back because you get a razor. There's all sorts of situations where you can use that. Well, just in the front poles. What did I do? I can't remember. Remind me what I did and I'll do it again so that we know. I'm trying to think what I did. The mirror thing. You mean the flip? If you get, I don't know, select the whole dragon, for instance, then go into the transform panel, which is the third one up on the right, and then it's the third one across, so you can flip him around like so. You can do the side. So, third one down, third one up, I mean, transform panel, see it? And then third one across, it'll be the flip. I always forget to do this. You're meant to draw something, then flip it to see if it looks right the other way. And I always forget that. I made the front pole bigger, did I? I'm trying to think how I did it. The whole pole or just the fingers? You draw both sides together. Oh, I get you now. So, the same kind of thing. Let's do, well, another thing up here. So let's go into a shape and make, say, a circle, like so, and then duplicate it. And then what you would do is you'd move it across to the other side, and then flip it. You'd go into that transform panel and flip it around. It obviously ain't gonna change because it's the same thing. Hang on. Let's delete these and make something else. So let's get, go into shapes and we'll choose something that's different. Let's go for a donut. Make the donut. Change it so we're only showing part of the donut, like so. Go into the move tool. Now what we want to do is get that to make the other half on the other side, so we'll duplicate it, move it slightly, and then we'll go into transform and flip it. Is that what you mean, Dawn? Like so. I hope that's what you mean. Oh, just the finger, hang on. There. Going into pen tool. And what I did was, I drew a rough shape of the hand, like so. Made it that red color. Then changed it to all smart. and then go into the pressure and make it so that it's down on your side, like so. Like that. Now, what bit do you mean? Do you mean the extended fingers? So let's go into node tool, select these two nodes, make them sharp, and then use the pen tool. You could put it online if you want, and then just draw these two bits in. Oh, okay. I forget, you gotta press the X if you're still in that same layer. Now, drawing these bits in, like so, selecting them both, and changing that pressure so it's down like so on one side, and then using the node tool you can change it so it makes sense with the hand, like so. Is that the bit you mean? Something at the bottom where you click something and then it does the same on the other side. Really? I'm just trying to think what I do. Like it draws a line down the middle. Oh, I didn't actually do it on this one, that's what we mean. If you, we'll just select the whole thing a minute, and we'll just get rid of them. We've got a blank page. We'll go into pixel persona. You can't do it with vector. And then up in this menu, you can go to, I'm trying to find it. Oh no, it's not in the menu. Just go into the brush tool, go into this little arrow at the bottom, and then there's symmetry down here in the mirror. Move it to, so it's like half and half. Lock it in place. Now when you draw on this side, if I was on the right thing, hang on, I got to add a pixel there and make it the top there. Now when I draw, it'll draw the same on both sides. Is that what you mean? Unfortunately, you can't do it in vector. Let me just choose another color. Something like green. I'm trying to get something a bit darker so you can see it. Let me just change the brushes, so let's go into my lines brush. Like so. Is that the kind of symmetry you mean? Yeah, cool. Brilliant, thank you. Glad that was it. I was really confused as to, did I use it in this drawing? But no, this is the main symmetry tool of Affinity. I just realised I made a little frog there.
Yeah, we come up with you.
Okay. I think we're gonna call it there then, guys. I will make sure that the dragon we just did, this one, and I'll make sure that's on the forum for you, on our club. I'm trying to get rid of those lines, those black lines. What did I do with them? I can't see it in the layer. But yeah, I'll make sure that dragon is in the our club. And I will see you next time. Thanks for coming. You've all been excellent. Thank you so much.